What's up, everybody? Watt007 here, and welcome back to a brand new Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links video. And in today's Duel Links video, we're going to be unlocking Supreme King live on today's video, and I'm going to teach you guys how to unlock this character at the same time while I'm learning how to unlock this character. So it's going to be a 2-in-1 video today. We're going to take a look at the event, unlock Supreme King, take a look at his cards and skills, and help you guys out on unlocking this character. So if you guys are excited for today's tutorial video on unlocking the Supreme King, smash the like button on the video down below and subscribe to the YouTube channel for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links content. But without further ado, let's get into today's tutorial / review. Let's get into it. So first things first, currently this event is a limited time event, and then this event is lasting until August 9th of 2021 to unlock the Supreme King. But again, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links does do repeat events all the time, and it usually takes around 2 to 3 months after they do their first event to do a repeat event for everybody. And then after that event's done, and then they'll make it permanently unlockable through a certain challenge in the game. So if you miss out on playing this event right now, don't worry, you'll be able to unlock him sometime down the road. But right now he's unlockable. So if you have Duel Links installed, load up the game, go unlock Supreme King, because he's honestly not that difficult to unlock here. As you can see right here, what you have to do here is that you have to complete floor 29. And once you complete floor 29 to get this character right here, you'll be able to unlock Supreme King Jaden. And how to get to floor 29 in the Supreme King event and the DD Castle event is what you got to do is that you have to accumulate these keys. You can do so by logging into the game every day to get 10 keys. You can do it by doing rank PP duels, so you can get some more keys by doing rank PP duels, or all you got to do is just auto duel the NPCs in your game. And if you do that, you're going to be able to accumulate a ton of keys and take those keys into the DD Castle right here. As you can see, I'm at floor 16 currently, and what now I can do is that now I can play from floor 16 all the way until floor 29. And once I do so, then what's going to happen here is that I'm able to unlock the character. And it's really that easy. All you really have to do is just play this event with your best deck. Right now, I'm utilizing a Neospatian deck, which is pretty easy to create. The only thing that you would have maybe difficulties with is getting Grand Neos, but it's not even needed. Basically, what this deck is just a free-to-play Neos deck where you use Miracle Contact and Neos Fusion in order to go into your, contact fusions and whatnot and use the skilled Neospace. It is a very free-to-play friendly deck. The only thing that's hard to get would probably be Book of Moon, if I'm being honest. And I've been using this deck to climb the event, and I'm going to continue using it because what's cool about the event is that while you're battling against these waves here, because how this event works is that every time that you do a duel, you go against these wave duels. So you go back-to-back duels. But again, just use your best deck that you have, and as long as that deck can survive multiple duelers or multiple duelists, back to back, you're gonna have no problem with it. And it's really just that easy. You could just auto do it real quick. And if you can't build the deck that I'm using in this event right here, you can use this deck that I'm gonna pop on the screen right now. This is just a very basic auto duel deck that you can use in order to climb the event, because you can auto duel it, but I personally find a lot more fun just dueling them and just utilizing the right Neospatian to defeat these guys. Because as you can see right here, each duelist that you go against has certain attributes that they're weak against. So in these guys, I would be using my Flare Scarab in order to destroy them, and then from there I'd be able to accumulate a bunch of points from that, which is really cool. So there's a lot of like cool stuff you can do here in the event. So yeah, let me just start going through the event, and from there, I'll show you guys what happens when you unlock the Supreme King. Because again, it's really just that easy. You just got to climb through the entire tower. And once you get to floor 29, the Supreme King is unlockable. After going from floor 16 to 27, there's finally some more dialogue in this event. I've been waiting for this right here, but I think this is just generic dialogue for the team to get closer to Supreme King Jaden. But after I defeated Skilled White Magician and Dark Skilled Magician, Astro Phoenix is using Double Dude to wipe the floor out of these guys. I'll hand you these jokers. You keep going, Axel. Thanks. Want to go after him? You'll have to get past me first. Think you actually can defeat us? Where are the terrors that feast on your soul? Enough with the generic villain speech. Do you really show me who you are? Who you really are? What? You know our true identity? Very well. If that is your wish, allow us to oblige. We tribute ourselves to invite the one who destroy you. Merge, Demise King of Armageddon. Well, that's cool. Nice little reference to the fact that you actually go against Demise King of Armageddon at level 27. Demise is at your hand. That's cool. That was a little fun one right there. Now I gotta go continue on against these other two real quick. So let's go through it. Oh, okay, no special dialogue. Whatever, man. I didn't want no special dialogue, but as you can see right here, this is floor 29. let's go see what's happening here, because it looks like we're going to go against Malicious Edge, and we're going to be going against the Malicious Fiend. So let's go take a look and see what spicy action we got here, and seeing if it's this easy to unlock Supreme King Jaden. Because to give you guys a little bit of context, from going from floor 16 to 29, it took me about an hour. And so when it comes to the time frame on having you guys to unlock it, it's going to take you maybe at most 3 hours. So if you just off and on play this game and whatnot, and again, just auto duel through the entire thing, and then once you're at like floor 20, just manual duel through everything, you'll be able to get through it pretty quickly. Because from floors 1 to 20, it is super easy to go through it, and you can auto duel it, not a problem. And then floors 20 to now, you're probably going to want to manually play the deck so that your AI doesn't misplay. Because my hero deck was able to mop the floor with everything here, but I had to do the plays myself in order to get through it. Oh, there's no dialogue right away? Okay, well, hopefully there's some dialogue right after this. But as you can see, final wave, Jaden and Ubel about to mop the floor with these guys real quick. Let's go see how intense this duel is going to be right here, because we are at the top of the tower right here. Oh boy, I'm excited. We got a pretty good hand here. If we can even draw into any of our Neospacians, it's going to be pretty good. Malicious Edge, or straight on the field right away. We got our Grand Mole, so we're going to activate our Convert Contact to draw some cards. And we drew into a Neospace Connector. So we're going to use his ability to go into Special Summoning an Elemental Hero Neos. And then we're going to Contact Fusion into my boy, Elemental Hero Magma Neos. Oh, baby. Look at that. Look at that beefy boy. Next up, we're going to activate Neos Fusion here. And we're going to go into, I think we're going to go into Flare Scarab here. Actually, we're going to go into Grand Neos here. Yeah, Grand Neos would be a little better since we already have our Magma Neos on the board. Evil Blast, okay. That's a little annoying, but we'll get through it. We're going to turn Edge back to his hand, and then we're going to just quickly OTK this fool. 17,000 points of damage. Final wave. We're going against an Evil Hero Lightning Golem. Okay, we're going to activate our ability to protect ourselves real quick. Gonna deal some quick damage to us here, but that's gonna be fine. I forgot that Evil Hero Lightning Golem was a thing. Again, all the heroes that you would normally have that Jaden would use got evil variants of them, which is pretty cool. Really showing the dark side of Jaden here. But anyways, let's give our Magma Neos a huge boost of 8,800 attack and just OTK him with a spicy 26,000 points of damage. Bro, that duel is easy peasy lemon freaking squeezy, bro. Okay, so let's see what this dialogue is. ... To defeat the darkness, I must become the darkness. The strong must devour the weak. That's the only way I'll fulfill my goal. I'll use the souls that I stole to fuel my strength. Cannot read to save my life. Come out, evil hero, malicious fiend. Hey, nice to see the summoning animation in a crisp 1080p on my monitor here. Because the videos don't do it justice, bro. Actually seeing it in game is a whole nother thing, bro. Not gonna lie, pretty good animation. Power is everything. I am the Supreme King, and I shall rule this world. The shadows of my heart will guide me to victory. There we go, baby. Unlocked him here. I'm a little disappointed so far that we haven't got any dialogue on unlock, or like, this is just a generic dialogue for Jaden, but it doesn't explain why Jaden is here and why Jaden Ubel is helping out to fight against Supreme King Jaden here. Interesting, though. I do like, though, that it looks like that it's called Supreme King Jaden and not the Supreme King. So the official name of this character is Supreme King Jaden. So the third Jaden in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, which is really exciting. So as you guys can see right here, we have this character unlocked, and we're going to be getting a bunch of skills for it. ... I finally found you, Supreme King. You. One-on-one. No one around to interfere. Let's do this. How courageous of you. But you ran from me once. What makes you think you won't do it again? Ran from you? You guys get it. You're the Supreme King from that time period. What do you mean? Supreme King! I learned that there's two types of strength. One that we seek and one that our friends give you without even asking. The second one gives me heart. And I made it this far because my friends believe in me. And they also believe I can take you down. What a joke. You're no hero. You're just another duelist in my long line of victims. And when you lose this time, I'll make sure you no longer exist. You don't scare me, Supreme King. I won't let my fears break me anymore. I'll fight for what's right. The winner gets to determine what's right. Okay, so that explains a little bit more then on this situation right here. So it doesn't exactly explain why Jaden is here yet, but it explains, hey, this Jaden was pulled from some sort of timeline that was where he was before he got, you know, back to being himself. So that's why Jaden Ubel is here. And basically what Duel Links allows you to do is that they just can take the consciousness of certain characters from the Yu-Gi-Oh timeline and just bring them into this world from what it's looking like, which is theoretically possible or whatnot, considering that we had canon events happening for time travel with Bonds Beyond Time. So somehow Seto Kaiba here, and the creator of Duel Links here, was able to just take people from specific timelines and throw them into the game. So that's why you can see multiple of the same characters in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, because you can just take it from any point in the timeline and put them into the game. So that's really interesting right there. Very, very, very interesting right there. But let's go take a look at Jaden and take a look and see what's popping with him, dude. Let's go, dude. Oh, this is so cool. I'll tell you what, though, that the English voice actor for this guy is edgy as all edgy can be. So first things first, when it comes to Supreme King Jaden right here, the level up reward cards is really cool so far, because we have a reprint, but an alternate artwork of Elemental Hero Avion. And it's probably going to be like that for a lot of the stuff here. We got a lame reprint right here, Destroyer. That's pretty lame. We got Vicious Claw. Equipped monster gains 300 attack. If the equipped monster would be destroyed by battle, they return this card to owner's hand instead. Then destroy one monster except the one that battled the equipped monster and inflict 300 damage to your opponent. After that, you can special summon an evil token on your opponent's side of the field. During the turn, this card is returned to your hand. You cannot use Vicious Claw in your hand. So this card is an alright equipped card. The gaining 300 attack is kind of lame, but it gives you protection, which is really cool. So I like that. Thank goodness Dark Fusion is a card that you can earn from leveling up Supreme King Jaden. So I'm happy about that, because in my structure deck review, I wasn't sure how we're going to be able to attain Dark Fusion, but it looks like it's a level up card. So that's exciting. We also have Elemental Hero Infernal Wing in level up rewards here. And we also have the alternate artwork for Elemental Hero Sinistrix. That is really cool. And then, yeah, Evil Hero Infernal Wing is just basically the fusion for Sinistrix and Avion here. And this one, so this is the alternate to Elemental Hero Flame Wingman, the evil version of Elemental Hero Flame Wingman, which is kind of cool with fusion summoning, and something that really peaked in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX is the fact that, hey, even though these two monsters can go into certain fusions, depending on the situation, they can go into different fusions because it is a fusion summon here, you know? So it's not something you would see all the time in Yu-Gi-Oh! And whatnot. So it's really cool that they really promoted a lot of different ways of taking the two of the same monsters into seared fusions. But yeah, this card, when it attacks a defense position monster, you can inflict piercing battle damage. When this card destroys a monster by balancing the graveyard, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to either half of the attack and defense, whichever is higher, of the destroyed monster in the graveyard. So this is like a little bit better Flame Wingman here in some ways, but still, Flame Wingman's the better guy. He's the cooler looking guy. This one looks like a mess, if I'm going to be honest. But yeah, we're out here, man. Sadly, another reprint on Destroyer. We have another reprint on Vicious Claw, another reprint on Dark Fusion. We have Evil Hero Wild Cyclone. That's a thumbs up for me. You can summon this card with Dark Fusion, and if this card attacks, your opponent cannot activate any spell or trap cards until the end of the damage step. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, destroy all face-down spell and trap cards your opponent controls. This card is pretty ass, not gonna lie, but it's still cool to see, and I'm happy that it is a level up reward card. We have an alternate artwork for Elemental Hero Sparkman, which is looking awesome. We have another copy of Inferno Wing. We have another copy of Vicious Claw. We have another copy of Dark Fusion. We have another copy of Wild Cyclone. And then last but not least, Inferno Wing. So besides getting all the alternate artworks for Sparkman, Avion, and Sinistrix, these level up reward cards are a mix of disappointing, but makes sense. Like, I think this is actually good, because instead of having this stuff in like a box for just fodder, just like, you know, just like a waste of space and whatnot, they're giving us like proper cards that are like cool to collect. So I'm looking forward to leveling him up, just simply for the fact that we can get really cool versions of the just alternate artworks of these Elemental Heroes. I actually really do like the alternate artworks for these characters. They look a lot more polished and look a lot more like menacing as heroes, you know what I'm saying? So this is a big thumbs up for me, if I'm going to be honest, and I'm glad that these are level up reward cards here. It's just a little disappointing that we got 3 copies of Inferno Wing. We really don't need 3 copies of it, but whatever. But yeah, it's still a really cool level up reward cards, that for sure. Moving on to skills though, looks like at level 13 you get Draw Sense Dark. At level 20 you get Sinister Calling, and this one's going to be the good skill in my opinion to get for Jaden here. You can use this once per turn by discarding an evil hero monster from your hand and either add a Dark Fusion or Dark Calling from your deck to your hand, or place one evil hero Sinister Necrom in your graveyard from outside of your deck. So from the get-go, this is really cool, because this is going to be a free search into Dark Fusion and Dark Calling. And Dark Calling is going to be good because you're going to be able to go into your evil heroes with Dark Calling. So pitching that evil hero to search for Dark Calling is not going to be a problem, simply for the fact that you can use that monster you just discarded to go into a fusion summon. And on top of that too, Evil Hero Sinister Necrom is a really good card. You can banish this card from the graveyard and special summon an evil hero monster from your hand or deck. So you can either search for one of your fusions, or if you don't need your fusions, you can go into Sinister Necrom and then sack it off to then go into a different evil hero monster. So you're gonna be able to do some really cool combos with evil heroes here, and this skill is gonna be really, really, really good in my opinion, especially if we do get more support for evil heroes down the road. Because the other parts of the attacks on this skill say only one card can be added to your hand, and you can place one evil hero Sinister Necrom in your graveyard only once. This skill can only be used once per turn and twice per duel. This skill will only activate if you begin the duel with a deck that has the conditions below. 10 or more cards that are evil hero monsters, dark fusion, or dark calling included into the deck. No monsters other than evil hero or elemental hero that are excluded in the deck. No monsters other than fusion monsters are included in the extra deck. So it's very similar to the Yusei and Jack skills that we got, where you can only play this skill if you're planning to play the anime deck itself. And it is a super good skill, but the problem is we have none of the brand new evil hero monsters that got added into the TCG recently. We'll literally only have the Jaden ones that were showcased from the anime. So while this is going to be the best skill to use while playing the deck, unfortunately, evil heroes are kind of trash. So unless we get the evil hero support sometime down the road, this skill is not going to see any competitive play, unfortunately, but it's still really cool to see, and it's a really good skill for the archetype, even though it's really bad. This is actually really cool. So it looks like Supreme King Jaden gets beat down. That's actually pretty fitting. I like that. Another skill that we have right here is Dark Fusion, attainable from a PvP reward. You can change polymerization in your hand to Dark Fusion, and you have to make sure that your extra deck contains no monsters other than elemental hero or evil hero monsters. So that's an interesting but cool little skill. Another skill that we have right here is Domination of Darkness. You can reveal an evil hero fusion monster in your extra deck and send all the fusion materials listed on its cards to the graveyard from outside of your deck. This skill can be only used once per turn and twice per duel. A fusion monster with the same name cannot be selected both times with this skill. This skill will only activate if you begin a duel with a deck and extra deck that follows the conditions below. Then are more evil hero monsters, dark fusion, or dark calling. And no monsters other than hero monsters are included in the deck. No monsters other than evil hero monsters included in the extra deck. So yeah, if you're playing a pure evil hero deck, Domination Darkness is going to be a fantastic thing, because you can just cheese out an evil hero fusion summon with dark calling, which is really cool. But yeah, again, evil heroes don't have any really good support yet. Like, if Konami ever decides to add the broken or like good evil hero support that we have in the TCG right now, the deck can see some play in my opinion, but right now they are very crippled. Next up, we have Evil Change. Return one evil hero monster from your deck to your hand and add an evil hero monster with a different name or Dark Fusion from your deck to your hand. So this is very similar to Anamana play, which is cool. And then, yeah, this skill can only be used if you begin the duel with an extra deck that contains no monsters other than Fiend type monsters. So it is handicapped by that Fiend type part there, but still pretty cool. Evil Reincarnation can be used the next turn after your monster is destroyed by battle. Return one monster in your graveyard whose original type and attribute are Earth and a Fiend type to your hand. Then return one card from your hand to the bottom of your deck. The skill can be only used once per duel. I'm going to be honest, I'm trying to brainstorm what reference this is to something from the anime, and I can't figure it out. I really can't. I don't know what this is a reference to. I feel like this is a reference to some sort of archetype, but I just can't think of it. Is it for Evil Hero Wild Cyclone? I really don't know. Let me know in the comment section down below what this is a reference to, because I don't think this skill's good at all, but it's a reference to just something from the show. Another skill we're going to take a look at right here is the Remains of the Heroes. The attack of evil hero fusion monsters on your field is increased by 100 for each evil hero or elemental hero monster in your graveyard. That's actually a really good name for this skill. I like that. You have Reversed Evil level 6. Among monsters in your graveyard or banished monsters, play one level 6 evil hero monster that left your field after it was fusion summoned. This skill can only be used once per duel. So you can probably cheese out into Elemental Hero Infernal Wing with this skill. So that's kind of neat. Next up, we have Supreme King's Followers. At the beginning of the duel, add a Skull Knight to your extra deck. In addition, the following effect can be used each time your life points decrease by 1,000. In the draw phase, instead of conducting your normal draw, draw one of the following cards at random. So you can, so you can get a Skull Knight in your extra deck, because, you know, why not? Or if you have a chance to get a Demise King of Armageddon, Skilled Dark Magician, Skilled White Magician, Chaos Sorcerer, Guardian Bio, and Ancient Brain. What a funny skill. This skill's not going to see no play, but I actually like it for just how goofy it is. It is literally the Supreme King's Followers. What's up, my homies? Come forth. I summon Chaos Sorcerer. Dude, I like this. It's actually a funny little skill right here. I don't think it's going to ever see play, but I really like it. I think it's funny. And it could be for a fun video. If I can get this skill, I think it'd actually be really fun to like try to build a deck out of this skill, winning with like the Supreme King's worst skill in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, something like that. That'd be fun. And then another skill that we have right here is Supreme King's Castle Revelation. Can be used by revealing one polymerization spell card or fusion spell card in your hand when you have no field spell on your field. Play Supreme King's Castle from outside your deck. The skill can be used once per duel. And Supreme King's Castle, by the way, fantastic artwork. And it's a reference to the little castle in the back of the event. Whoa! And this card states you can fusion summon fusion monsters that must be special summoned with dark fusion with effects other than dark fusion. So you can use polymerization and other stuff like that. So that's cool. Once per turn during damage calculation, if you're a fiend type monster battles an opponent's monster, you can send one evil hero from your deck or extra deck to the graveyard. Your monster gains attack equal to level the monster sent to the graveyard times 200. Ooh, I actually kind of like this. So yeah, you can just play poly or play like a normal e-hero deck and then try and experiment with like some of the other fiend type monsters in the game to cheese out into other evil hero monsters. I think this is going to be the skill that you're going to want to use if you want to play the evil hero fusion monsters but want to try to dabble outside of the evil hero archetype and try other fiend monsters. That's cool. I actually really like this skill. And then last but not least, we have Super Polymerization, which makes a lot of sense. We have Jaden, you belt the skill, and now we have Supreme King Jaden. And apparently, to attain this reward, you have to do it through the event. So, hey, if you guys unlock your boy, make sure to keep climbing the castle so you can get the other, what's it called? So you can get the other skill here. So it looks like it says event reward. That's cool. But yeah, that's going to do it for me in today's video, unlocking the Supreme King Jaden. I hope this video did help you guys out. And if it did, smash the like button on the video down below and sub to the channel if you guys are new for more Duel Links content. Other than that, that's going to be it for me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next Yu-Gi-Oh video.